Yo, welcome back to more Parasyte the Maxim episode 3. Last time had a weird ass ending, but then you left an interesting comment how that guy at the end who's standing there naked with the woman is seemingly the guy from the very beginning who escorts the girl after beating up the guys who assault her. The guys come back, try to fuck him up. Of course, he's a parasite, so he chops them all up. Seemingly expresses like it was a mistake, like it didn't intend to kill her as well. So yeah, if that's the same guy, it's like interesting. It's kind of like, you know, like you say, exploring kind of human behavior, or that aspect of humans. I guess like the way Migi studied, you know, all the books and was just constantly assimilating knowledge, is going, that Parasyte is going in a more like field, hands-on kind of way, learning about that. But then again, that, you know, if that's what's happening, isn't exactly something Migi reads about. I mean, because we know from how Migi talks about things, because this is another thing that happened last episode, was pointing out the difference between Migi as a species of this parasite, seeing self-preservation as the most important thing, the safety of others, you know, not like, you know, whatever. But it's funny how it played into the decision Migi ultimately made, where it seemed like a better deal to go with the other parasite. Now you could argue of like being chopped off of Shinichi and attached to the other parasite, like, yeah, that's risky, but you know, the implication there is that, you know, Migi made a choice there to choose, you know, Shinichi to, right? So I don't know, you know, maybe Migi will grow in that sense through that experience, and like this other parasite, you know, trying to preserve the life of the woman, and you know, seeking out, I guess, this other woman who also seemed possessed by a parasite. Maybe they're both mimicking human behavior. I don't know. It's there's some interesting stuff in the show. Meanwhile, you have Shinichi and our girl sorted out the whole boob grabbing incident, which is great. Our boy apologized, and it turns out she likes him, so you know, that helps too. And they went on a date. It was very nice. Shinichi went all Spider-Man at the park, catching the rocks after saving the cat, because our boy's got a bit of a hero complex now. He wants to save humanity, I think he even said at one point. Which is, I mean, hell, like, I understand that, like, he has the power to do something about it, and knowing about the threat, like, he feels that responsibility. That makes sense, though. I do think that is a bit influenced by Migi as well, given the other changes in his personality, like, you know, suddenly not being afraid of spiders, and his uber fast reflexes. There's like a mental and physical changes going on with him. But yeah, this is where he's at, so it went well with her. And she seems to have this like aversion to his right hand. I don't think she knows, because for her to know, she would have to like have a parasite within her, and Migi would detect that. So I think it's more of an intuition of like kind of sensing something off about that, and you know, just kind of treading carefully in that way, seemingly still of course trusting Shinichi, but yeah, seems like she can definitely tell something is up at the very least. So we'll see how that plays in. That does have me worried about her safety in the future, and like, you know, his family, because that's like the big thing, right? Like if they get targeted, then it's like, holy fuck, right? Like Shinichi and Migi, as they get closer, I mean, even at this point, they're very fucking strong. Migi is strong. Shinichi, with his reflexes, like their relationship seems very like mutualistic. Things that they learn from each other, like Migi challenging kind of the contradictions of humans, and like standing on a ground of morally like wanting to preserve life, what on the other hand approving like slaughter of like other species, you know, that we eat, for example, or you know, what we do to the earth itself, which is like a nuanced thing, but you can, you know, you can see Migi's point for sure. So yeah, and it's tough to say where we even go from here, man, because you know, we know what Shinichi wants to do. He wants to help, but it's like, fuck, man, you know, he's still just a guy going to school, living with his parents. You know, he's got this girl. It's like, where does this weigh? Like, where does he even go? Like the scale of this seems like way too much. I guess he can only do his best, right? So I don't know. We'll have to see. We're only on the 3rd episode now, but I can't wait to see what is next. So let's continue. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. New beer. Oh? Could you be more specific? Oh. Yikes. Also, she had that look in her eye like she might have a parasite. Alright, that confirms it. Alright, well. Eat shit, guy. And hello, new Parasyte. Damn. Yeah, I'm liking this opening more and more. The thing is already happening, like when I watch an anime, as I get more invested, like contextually it just becomes like so much better. Oh, I think that's our girl on the left there. Human baby. Oh my goodness. There goes our hero. Feast. Oh, how prestigious. Tight. Oh. "84 murders. Holy fuck. Dude, he's feeling that responsibility. That's a big burden, my guy. I respect it, but goddamn. Of course she knows. She's so sus of it. Oh. Here we go. Is it her? It must be. That train girl. Ooh. Could be preventative. But I think it's best to talk to them first or try to make contact before determining if they're hostile. I don't know, it's tough. No way. It's in the school? Wait, no. Yeah, it's here. Oh my god. It must be that woman. But who is she? Didn't see her there. Or yeah, it just could be a completely different one. Oh my god. Dude, I love the tension of that. How they always know when one of their kind is near. New math teacher. Here we go. Tamiya. Yeah, it's gotta be her. Holy fuck. Well, this is awkward. Oh, this song. Hey, hey, hey. 3-3. Oh, my guitar class. Bro. Oh my god. Miggy said don't look. Oh my god. She knows. Fuck, she knows. Yeah, exactly. Because he was disguised in the crowd, but that eye contact gave it away. Fuck. That's so right. That's crazy. Yeah. That's so crazy. Yeah. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's unlikely, but right, yeah, why go to this trouble? Mm-hmm. To do that so close. It's still a risk. Yeah. Okay. Guess it's the best you can do for now. I mean, it's a fucking teacher, right? Hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's your fucking teacher, man. Oh god. See me after class. Damn. Oh no, it actually happened. God damn it. Oh no. Uh, I'm jealous. Oh my god. Why would you assume that she's into him? Damn, our boy snapped. Of course. It is really heavy for him. Huh. Miggy's awake when it counts. Are they gonna legit talk about this? I think she wants to address this situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she just wants to exist here, maybe. That's true. Talking is great. We haven't had much opportunity to do that. Alright. Sorry. Curious. Ah, wants to learn about him. Got it. That makes sense. Exchange information and discuss the future. I guess where you go from here, knowing what each other are. Oh my. It's for the best, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay, they saw him get off at the stop. Oh boy, time for the meeting. Two? Wait, it must be the other woman that we saw in the opening. Or maybe? Wait, who is this? Wait a second. Is this? A-san. My goodness. That was kind of cool though. I love Miggy. Oh, I love this so much. I like that we can talk. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're the two we saw at the end of last episode. Oh god. She heard that and dropped it. Yo. What? You're pregnant? I mean, you're in human bodies, probably human. Yeah. A human baby. Fair question. Oh, this guy. Hmm. My god. Whoa. Probably so. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah. Right, yeah, that makes sense. I thought so. Ooh. All right. Yep, we do. That's right. I... We, I understand. Goddamn. Guess you gotta leave her alone. Did you not? Oh my god. What a development in this one episode. That's true. Right. It looked weird to them. Oh. What? Killing intent. Oh, him. No. Holy fuck. He straight up came here? Oh, he's alive. Oh my god. Shinichi and teacher need to take this guy down. Yeah, you gotta deal with this. Maintain the status quo. Yo. That attack was vicious. Oh my god. Just killed 3 people. Something like that. fuck's sake. Dude. This escalated so fast. Yeah, he's the opposite. Huh. She wants to observe. Alright, hero. Get these kids out of here. Why is this motherfucker smiling? Yes. Yup. He's coming for you. Ooh, let's go, Miggy. What you got? Oh my god. Yup, that's him. Yeah, get away from the group, Shinichi, honestly. Oh. He's gonna kill them too? You gotta get away. Yeah. You gotta go, dude. No, see, Miggy's pointing out the logical situation. No, yep, sorry, Miggy. No, we can't do that. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Not doing that. God damn it. I was afraid of that. He's gotta go. Oh, man. See, it's building distance between them now. She doesn't know what's going on. Oh, he really is Spider-Man. She's Mary Jane. I love this dynamic. It's so fucked up, but it's like, it just highlights these things perfectly. That is how animals live. It's complicated. Alright, getting creative, Shinichi. Well, we got that going for us. Your weapon. That animation was cool, going into the classroom. Oh, Shinichi has to join. Fight together. God, that dilation. Now you really will fight us too. Migi is coldly logical, but At this point, yeah, exactly. At this point, it's all you can do. Oh, here we go. Oh, this song. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Ooh, through the window. Holy fuck. The tongue grappling hook. Oh, nope, that's part of his head. But you know what? I mean, because I feel bad for A too. It's like, it's like the teacher said. Like, you know, I wonder if it's their environment of how like they developed in their human host that influenced that. Which, again, you could point to like in real life, right? The whole like nature versus nurture thing. Nurture, like personally, I mean, I'm not educated in psychology, but you know, personally, nurture makes a lot more sense to me. I think while nature is a factor, can be like a big factor, nurture is like the most common determining factor of like how you turn out. So like A being how like he could have been like the teacher, and she could have been like him. But unfortunately, he turned out like just this singular minded to consume, to kill, to like. Did we see his parents at the end there? Disheveled hair. Dude, it took me so long to realize, and I didn't really realize until I saw Asan, until she just like straight up said it. But yeah, she's the woman, and Asan is the man that we saw at the end of last episode. And I think, yeah, it must have been him at the beginning as well. So they had sex and she got pregnant. I mean, like they said, yeah, that they're in human host, human body, so it would be a human baby. So, but then the question that leads to is like, what does that make them, right? I mean, I guess for all intents and purposes at this point, they are, I don't know. I mean, you could just call them exactly what they are, which is like humans with a parasite host, which does make a big deal because it's like the way they think is entirely different. They're having to adapt to the irrational like emotions of humans, being a like hyperlogical species that values self-preservation over everything. Right now, we're like exploring these like human facets, finding it interesting, and you know, gaining this intel. It's a cool thing to see, but yeah, but that conversation, because this is a cool twist on that. Like, this kind of reminds me of that thing of like that question of like what makes you a human, right? Typically, you see that explored like with robots, with androids, usually man-made beings that gain sentience and capacity for human emotion, and then it's like, okay, you know, at what point can they be considered human? I mean, it's usually really blatant for androids as well, because they're typically like look exactly like humans as well. And it's the same thing for the parasites and the host here. But yeah, I mean, I think it's fine to just define like what exactly they are, because it's, you know, but it is an interesting question. I mean, you even see like a very human aspect of like Tamaya saying about Asan. You know, you see the difference between them, right? They very blatantly show the difference between her and Asan. Her, who is, you know, gotten to the point where she's at, where she can flawlessly imitate like a teacher, and like function like socially, and you know, not raise any suspicion besides to others like her. Like when she detected Shinichi, she had to address it with him right away, because she was aware of the conflict that could lead to, you know, coming to like a diplomatic, like wanting to talk about it, right, and discuss the future and, you know, what's going on, wanting to exchange information. Like that's like the height of like what we've seen so far from someone taken over by a parasite, other than Shinichi, though Shinichi's is a unique situation given he wasn't completely taken over. Whoever Tamaya was before she got taken over is essentially dead, because she was fully taken over. It's just like the parasite trying to figure things out now, which is like, you know, there's a bunch of levels of like fucked upness and, you know, defining the lines, but you know, So you have that, and then you have Asan, and basically the point I'm getting to is like, yeah, I think Tamaya makes the statement of the difference between them and saying if it was due to like their environmental, like how they developed environmentally, right? Which is, you know, a very human thing as well. The circumstances that led to his development versus hers, like how we grow up, has severe impact on how we turn out to be. You look at the whole nature versus nurture thing, which I only know like very lightly about. I don't know shit about psychology, but from what I understand, nurture is a more like broadly accepted reason for how you turn out as a human, while nature, I think nature at points can be a big factor. Typically for most people, nurture is like the biggest thing, and it's sad, right? Like, cause you know, Asan could have turned out like her, completely functional and just able to exist now in this life, because that is how the parasites live, right? They were sent here. Doesn't seem like maybe it wasn't even their choice to come here, but you know, now they're here. They're living in the only way they know how, which is to take over a host, whether that's humans, whether that's a dog, as we saw. You know, so yeah, you know, it's sad, you know, for Asan to act as he is, who is just so like can only single-mindedly act and kill and consume. Of course, we have to stop him. Like, we can't let him do that shit. You know, we have to. I mean, it's almost like a mercy kill at this point. But it's, you know, it's sad. But now we see that there is, you know, potential to talk things out, to learn. Like, that's a nice thing that happened with her. Unfortunately, like on a grand scale, I mean, we got what, almost 90 people dead from, you know, the mincemeat murders, as they're being called. Like, coming to like a widespread understanding between, you know, what the parasites are within humans and the humans that are already here. It's like, it's such a pipe dream, because first of all, humans have to accept that they exist and are here, and that they have done what they've done, and forgive that, and, you know, come to terms, and, you know, the parasites have to, you know, come to understand like human customs, like they're here. So it's like there's just an inherent conflict with how they are. Migi is great, but Migi is Migi, right? Migi is one of the parasites. Prioritizes self-preservation. Like, the plan that Migi came up with, wow, it would have worked. Like, yeah, using all the other students around him as a meat shield for Asan would allow them to have a high chance to kill him while he does that. That's true. That doesn't work out, though. We can't do that, right? Like, Shinichi would never let that happen. So yeah, you just have this giant mess of like having to deal with situations like, unfortunately, those like Asan, who develop to the point that he has, and, you know, goes and just kills people, and you have to like stop that. Of course, you can't just let that happen, right? So you have that, and also you have to like navigate like the understanding of like bridging the gap between how the parasites think and how Shinichi is like the gateway to them, because he's like the only one that can talk to them, because they just inherently know what each other are. But yeah, I don't know, it's very cool, it's very interesting. I'm sure will be explored more and more as the show goes on. We're only 3 episodes in, so but yeah, I like what it's setting up here, and to show like the two types of like I hope, is it, oh, Tamaya, her name's Tamaya, right? Sorry, I'll remember fully by next episode, of like the extreme differences between like someone like Tamaya and someone like Asan. And I think that was important to show, because so far we've been used to seeing types like Asan, and, you know, it raised questions about the behavior of like him in the last episode. It's like, oh, what's going on with him? Why is he doing that? Or what are those two doing at the end there, right? It's like, it's cool, and I have a feeling we'll be seeing much more of that, and possibly even a type like Shinichi at some point, which I think would be very cool. But yeah, we're gonna see how this fight goes with Asan. We also had I mean, kind of building like the distance that's building between Shinichi and our girl, you know. I mean, she knows that he's changed. She's obviously noticed the changes within him. He can't really say anything about it. He's stuck dealing with these situations. So like, even at the school here, where she's like, oh, did you leave something? You know, I can go with you. You know, he's like, no, like, don't touch me. Like, he's just all in that zone, understandably, but she is just left completely in the dark. Question is, does she know he's Spider-Man? I mean, I don't see how she would, or even like know remotely like any details about what's going on, but clearly she knows something is up. So unfortunately, that there's kind of a rift growing there. She's So she might confront him directly about it soon, especially if, you know, I'm sure Shinichi survives this and defeats A-san, but yeah, then we'll see from there. I mean, you know, even with his parents, he can't talk with them about it. It's a bit of an isolating thing, you know, what Shinichi's dealing with, though. Quite a big burden. Like, he knows about these killings, he knows he has a unique ability to combat it, so he's feeling that responsibility, he's feeling like just the disgust of that, of even Migi, who suggests such like coldly logical, just awful things, because that's just who Migi is. It's like, holy fuck. Like, that's a lot, you know? And, you know, maybe at some point he might be able to confide in Migi. So far, like, of course, that Migi doesn't understand that yet, I should probably say. But, I don't know, we might get into that more as well, about how it's kind of, like, isolating to Shinichi to deal with this kind of thing. But, yeah, either way, you know, I like what I'm watching, man. And you can tell, because I'm talking, like, way too much. So, that's how you know I'm into something. But yeah, either way, I think that's all I'm going to say about this one. I don't want to stretch it out so long. Hopefully I addressed most of the points in the episode though. So hopefully you enjoyed my reaction, and goddamn, you're a trooper if you stuck to the end of this discussion. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I do early access to this series on my Patreon, so if you want to see even more of my reactions to Parasyte, I will be ahead on my Patreon. A few episodes ideally, so probably around episode 6 or 7 by this point, by the time you see this on YouTube. But you can check that in the link below to my Patreon for $5 if you want to support the channel and get early access to everything on my channel. But once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.